YouTube friends? What's going on with all my Patreon friends? What's going on with all my angels, man? This looks like something special. This is Angelina Jordan recording Back to Black, but not satisfied. Watch till the end. Of course, we're going to watch the end. Come on, man. This is just good habits as it is, right? But this one caught my attention just because, like, they're in the studio and she's going to be, like, showing her artistry and, like, her, I'm going to say, like, her developed ear, we'll say. Because, like, take age out of the category, man. Like, she's going to be sitting here giving advice on stuff that people who have been doing this for 30 years would be giving advice on the same, right? So like this is where like the real prodigy stuff comes in my opinion. But that's just because I'm very tech motivated. Someone said in the comments, and I appreciate that. I'm gonna take that as a compliment. And then we're gonna watch this, and we're gonna watch Back to Black right after this. So I'm really looking forward to this, my friends. I'm gonna pull this up here. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You can check me out on Patreon if you want to send me your links, or if you want some shout outs or anything in particular for me to break down. What else? I think that's it. Let's do this. Oh, I got headphones today. I gotta put these on. Let's do this.
Ja, for dere var det deg, ja? Ja, det siste, altså det nest siste hele, da mener du at det lagt ikke merke til?
Nei, det var noen takter som ikke...
Ja, det denne spiller han nå, den nest siste. Vi har tre hele takes, ikke sant?
Ja, for det var nest siste hvor det ikke var...
Ja, så vi hadde første en, og så hadde...
Studio A, like, so this is called a patch bay over here. So they would have like isolated rooms for different instruments and all kinds of things, right? And then over here you can change what's what. So like if you have, I don't know, a special microphone in slot A and you need it in the B room, now you can move like that cable over here, and then now it works already, right? And then it all comes out to this digital console. So the only difference between like an analog and a digital console is like on an analog board, this would have a whole bunch of dials on it, whereas this one just has like reusable dials, I guess. So whatever parameter you pick, each of these will change a different part of it. And then these faders are also automated. You can change them to different things. So right now this looks like they're listening back to like a mix. So like not like a recorded mix where you're gonna be like, okay, this is what the song's gonna sound like. This is like for Angelina Jordan's headphones, this is what she hears while she's singing. And I think that's kind of what this setup looks like. But I mean, in digital it could be anything. But that's what I'm assuming right now. I wish I could understand what they were saying.
Nummer 2 og heltekst, og så hadde vi et halvtek, og så var det det tredje heltek. Du mener det siste var det beste for dere?
Altså, vi bare må
Ja,
bare
nå
høre
er
på.
det
Det er jo
den
du
nest
som
siste.
bestemmer. Det var bare, vi kom ikke da vi sang det på ikke.
I wonder what she doesn't like. Start sitting here and break down this recording take here, man. Jeez, I'm getting warm. She's got such a good like control over her like vibrato and like her like her breath control. I'll call it compression because it feels like she's like limiting airflow somewhere in the chain. That's the only thing is like I don't know where it happens. It might happen after the vocal cords. I'm not too sure, man. But like it's just got this cool like rasp and almost like stutter, like almost break up to it. You know what I mean? Ugh. Had to open a window. Jeez. Getting warm. I dig this a lot. If I'm being perfectly honest, it sounds like, if I'm guessing it, she probably wanted more dynamic out of the take. So I'm guessing that either the track when she was recording was too loud That's just what I'm thinking. It sounds like she's staying like kind of in like one dynamic kind of placement a little more than like what I'm kind of used to. And from my experience, usually or lately, I've found that that comes from just subtly being too low in your headphone mix, and it's really hard. Like I've been playing with this for 14, 15 years, and I'm just starting to figure out how I really like it. So maybe I'm projecting, but if I was to make a prediction, I'm guessing that she wants it to sound more like she's going to add more emotion to it, more the kind of like ups and downs, more like highs, more lows, more peaks, more valleys, stuff like that. That's what I think she's going to want out of this. See, like she's not over singing, she's not straining herself at all. It's not like she's yelling or anything. So like the take still sounds really good. It's just like that first walk down versus the second walk down when there was no instruments. The second walk down was way softer, right? And so that's just what I think is that's what I think she's gonna want out of not being satisfied with it. But you can get a lot of that out of like dynamic mixing and stuff like that. So like it might not be her take she's not happy with. I'm just like I said, I'm just kind of trying to assume here a little bit.
I found that
Beautiful track too. Great track too.
Det låter kjempefint. Altså. Virkelig.
Nydelig. Er du fornøyd?
You can see it in her face though.
Det er et par steder som er sånn De kommer sent i gang, hva du sa. Men var det den siste taket?
Dette var ikke den siste. Dette var den nest siste av de hele
Ja,
takene.
fordi hun er litt usikker på den et par steder.
Denne.
Ja,
Ja. Ikke sant?
den delen hvor hun bare sier le og den der fiolin.
Det var så,
Man ble bare dårlig av glede.
det er så utrolig vakkert. Og så kommer liksom bare, når orkestret kommer inn igjen etter det.
Ja, og så bygger opp som en dynamisk.
Like oh man, like in the love, but like it doesn't stop. Like it feels like it's like trying to, but like it won't. I don't know how what it is, man. I don't know. Someone with more credentials than me needs to tell me what's going on. Very impressive. Beautiful studio. So like these are like your classic studio monitors. Looks like they have some on their side as well. And then I don't know what these are. These are hung. This almost looks like it'd be like a church PA speaker. And like they might do that for like reference. So like you mix something in their studio monitor, but you listen to it where you're used to listening to music. maybe in like a nice church. Maybe the speaker sounds like your car. I don't know, but like this could just be like a reference or something like that. This looks like it's paneling, so like they might do actual like takes in this room behind this console. Um, and this will just like deaden up sound so you don't get any bleed or anything like that into the microphone, right? So it's a beautiful studio, man. This is easy like $1 million studio. I saw a tube tech. Can't remember what the compressor's called, but they're really expensive. They're really expensive.
Det var litt rart her og da.
There's analyzer too.
Right?
I honestly think it's a good take, man. I think I was stretching earlier. Like if it would be like whatever I was kind of talking about is coming off of camera audio too, so I'm really taking it with a grain of salt. But like it's a good take, man. This is a really good take.
Jeg hadde gjort det mye bedre om jeg hadde hørt selv. Men sånn er det. Det var litt varsel, vet du. Men det gikk jo kjempebra.
Det sto jo helt sånn, så tror jeg kanskje ikke noe lenger strekk da.
Barefoot, eh? It's a great take, man. It's a great take. I don't know.
Det er siste. Det er siste.
Like hung onto the vibrato like longer, like as if it was a riff or a part of the note. That was cool. That was cool. Neat. Very neat. I kind of disappointed I couldn't understand it, but that's on me. That's on me. Okay, let's listen to this thing. Let's listen to this thing. We all ready? We need a sip of water or something? Let's do this. Cheers, friends. Get my headphone cables caught up. I'm really excited to hear this. I don't know if this is live or what. This is 2016. Let's check this out. God, it's got like that. This is such a good pairing, man. This microphone, I think this is like a vintage Neumann. I'm not going to take a stab at the model. I'll look it up after, but like it just sounds so classic and it matches her voice so well. Like it's bringing out all those like nice saturations and I'll think of the other word, but like there's just there's so much brilliance coming out of her voice right now. There's so much of that like flavor, like the rasp and the the grit and stuff, and it's just naturally coming out in this microphone, right? She does sound, I don't know if like if this is a live take, great. If it's a pre-recorded take, great. It sounds really compressed though. Like it sounds like really squashed, and I don't know if that's the nature of this microphone or something, but like I want more of it. I want more of it.
Well, I see with others, I cry. With strangers, you are high. Alone and with no one, I cry. I'm thinking of you and I cry. In loneliness behind this lie. From this fun part of life. Every night become a star and I left it stars. Shame they get it so far.
Oh man, it's so tasty. Like the riff, she holds onto the low note so well, and then like I said, like I call it like this like stutter vibrato or like this stutter control of airflow. It's wild, man. It feels like it like breaks up, but it's like still like you don't lose it. I don't know, man. I don't know how to describe it. Just at the end of that.
I'm the one who speaks to the moon. I didn't want to be in love. I fall back in.
That was cool. She was playing with the beat there a little bit. She fell off the beat, as it were, for like the like kind of jazz kind of texture, right? Like you'd get that in like choirs, you get that in string sections. And she's playing with it with her singing here a little bit too. It's neat, beautiful. Her enunciation just off the beat. I love that, man. I love that.
I fall back in.
And now she's squared up, right?
I love you so. I left at you. I have no one but the wind. I have gone
Like there's
away.
so much in there. Like I don't know. I honestly don't know how she does it, but like there's so many steps just to that three like two notes, right? But she added like so many different things to it, other than just notes, to make it Angelina Jordan, right? Listen to this.
I have
Like I gotta turn it up in my headphones. It's actually really loud too, so I gotta be careful.
I have gone away so many times just to forget about you, but I fall in love with you again. I'm the one who speaks to the moon. I didn't want to be in love. I fall back to. I fall back in. I'm the one who speaks to the moon. I didn't want to be in love. I fall back to. I fall back in. I fall back in.
Black. Like it's low, man. It's low. It's low for someone who like assumedly would have a higher like just naturally pitched voice for having a smaller frame being young in 2016. You know what I mean? Like as a low pitch, man. And like I said, I'm falling in love with this pairing, this microphone and her voice. Like the TLM 103 is nice. It's got this kind of like wispy, like a 12K punch or like a 10K punch or something. But this is more like it's more like throaty. Like it's got like this tube sound to it, which just brings out so much saturation from her voice. I just love it, man. I can't stop talking about it enough. And it drives a lot of the emotion that she's driving too, man. Because like she's singing this like this Amy Winehouse song, and it's got a lot of feel to it, and she's connecting with it like immaculately. You know what I mean? And she's still delivering like a wild performance, man. Like I if it were up to me, I would mix her voice louder. No one's allowed to be mad at me for that because we'd probably pick that 10 times out of 10. But if we could, I would just have more of her vocal. That's all I want in this situation. It sounds so good. Great performance. Yep. Very well could have been off the floor. Very well could have been off the floor. What do we got? I'm gonna leave these up here because this is cool. Ooh, I should look these guys up. Sound. It's probably just for this particular event. Nonetheless, I thought back to back it was cool. I would have loved to see if someone's got a translation for me. That'd be really cool. I would really appreciate that because I would love to see what she was upset about. And it could have just been how it was mixed. It could have been a take, like I say. It could have been something that she just thought she wanted to do differently. But like this here, man, this was great. This was a great performance. And like I'm trying to think about like what situation they would be in, like because that microphone is a dynamic microphone, so you have to be right on it. You're not going to sing like 3 feet away from it, like a U47 or U87 or any of those. You're going to be right up against it, and you kind of want that though because the microphone has a very unique, a very classic sound to it. And then when you have someone who sounds like a very classic singer, like they have a voice that's reserved for the classics, you know what I mean? It's like you may as well be in front of what Frank Sinatra was singing in front of. And like today, you know, you get Jay-Z did a record on this. I think Beyonce did a record on this. Like, and what's cool is you can step into a room like this, you can have lots of room sound or noise, or you can have a technically not perfectly acoustically treated room, and you can still get beautiful sounds out of it because it's only going to pick up what's right in front of it, and it's really only going to pick up like your immediate polarity pattern or your immediate proximity, right? So I would love like the TLM 103. It'll be very similar to that. It'd be like the household version because, but like man, one day I hope she has one of these in her house because these are crazy expensive. I'll find what it is. I'll post it on the community tab. But they're gorgeous microphones, and if this was recorded into that studio that we were looking at before, it probably does a bunch of different conversions to make it sound more analog, less digital, because digital does have like kind of a sound to it. And I would not be surprised if she was chasing that, whether she knew it or not at this age or today. I wouldn't be surprised if she was chasing that because like for sure all her idols and everything it just has a certain sound to it. It just has a certain like a realness to it. You know what I mean? Like Amy Winehouse, like all the covers we've seen, like they all just have like a certain level of like, I guess like dexterity or like grit that, you know, she achieves all the time. And there's ways to do that. And she's like, you see it is evidence in a lot of her videos. So anyways, there's my technical rant for the moment. If y'all like that, these kind of breakdowns, you can check me out on Patreon. The link's in the description box. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I've got all Angelina Jordan's links in the description box as well, including her Patreon now, which I joined and it's a blast. And anyways, see everyone again soon.